I don't know about you, but nature can be such a balm for the soul. And yet, sometimes, or all of the time, we do not have the ability to go to the places in nature that really soothe our soul and help to bring us calm and peace and solace. So, today I'm going to guide you in a little meditation that can help you to connect to your special place in nature, wherever it is in the world, wherever you are in the world. And it may not even be a place that you've actually been to. So, that is what we will be doing today in a meditation. To settle in, I just invite you to maybe wiggle a little bit before we settle into a little bit more stillness. A nice deep breath in and exhale, releasing a little tension. And then from here, you can keep your eyes open if that's comfortable, or you can close them if you prefer, whatever helps you to go into a meditative state. And also, you don't have to stay still if you don't want to. You always have the option to keep a little bit of movement going, or even swaying like I just did, or even with your fingers or toes, if that helps. Okay. So, closing the eyes, if that works for you, or maybe just letting your gaze come down the line of your nose onto the table, the surface in front of you. You just call to mind a place in nature that when you think of it, you immediately feel a sense, a felt shift. Maybe you feel settling in your nervous system. Maybe you feel a sense of awe coming forward. Maybe you feel a sense of contentment or peace or interconnectedness. And as you bring to mind that place in nature, allow yourself to really feel as if you were there, starting with whatever you can see, calling to mind the scene around you visually, noticing the plants that are there, the overall landscape. What's the weather like? Is there sunshine or maybe a rain? Is there maybe some animals running around or other kinds of critters? Maybe there's a body of water. Bringing to mind all of those visual components of this special place in nature. And next, I invite you to call to mind all the things you can hear. Leaves rustling, maybe water noises. Maybe there's a river rushing, or ocean with waves crashing, or a lake with waves gently lapping at the shore. Maybe there's bird song, the sound of animals moving through the space around you, calling to mind all of those sounds. And now I invite you to call to mind the elements of this place in nature that you can smell. Maybe there's the smell of the soil around you, or the trees, or maybe flowers. Maybe that smell of water meeting the soil somewhere. There's salt from the ocean, or maybe a fresh rain has just fallen and you have that smell. So calling to mind all of those smells. And now I invite you to call to mind anything that you can touch. Maybe a tree that you put a hand on. Maybe a leaf, a twig, a stone you picked up, the water you dipped your hand into, calling to mind that sense of touch. And now I invite you to just see if maybe there's one thing you can recall about this place in nature with a sense of taste. Maybe that taste of fresh air or sea salts from the ocean, or maybe even a snack you had while you were in this nature space. And really allowing all of those elements to let your body really shift, your whole felt sense to shift as if you were actually there right now. And just notice how that changes your felt sense right now. Maybe you can feel your muscles loosening. Maybe you feel a warmth or a coolness spreading, a temperature change that's pleasant. Maybe you feel a sense of okayness, just okayness. Maybe you feel a more intense sense of joy or awe, marinating in that sense and whatever that feels like in your body. As we're doing this, we'll just linger for a couple more moments, really making this memory of this pleasant, positive experience in nature sticky in our brain so it's easier to recall the next time you need to recall this experience to support you, maybe during a challenge. Really feeling all of those sensations. And now I'll guide you out of this meditation. So to begin, you might gently blink light into your eyes if they were closed, or lift your gaze up and just glance around the room, taking in your familiar surroundings. A nice inhale in, exhale out. Some wiggles. If you haven't noticed by now, I'm a big post meditation wiggle fan myself here. And that is it, friends. I hope that you have found a little bit of solace in your special place in nature, wherever that is, wherever you are, and that this short little meditation has brought you some peace and calm and a felt shift in your senses towards well-being. Thank you for practicing with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.